Look, I was just leaving. When? Tell her to call in the morning. What do you mean you can't reach her? Look, I know it's important, but I've got to meet someone in half an hour. Okay, if she can call back in 15 minutes, then I'm gone.
Expect to find you still here.
I didn't expect to be here. Jamie Ardell's office.
That's an important buyer.
She's a tired-out, demanding old witch. I'm not sure I can deal with her tonight.
Well, it kind of goes with the territory, big brother, when you're heir apparent.
You think Dad's still here?
Ridge, you're not laying this one off on Dad.
Dad can deal with people like Jamie much better than I can.
That's really not the point.
Look, do you want to play some kind of hero? You take care of it.
It's your job, remember?
Then I'll handle it my way. Look, how about bailing me out this one time?
This one time?
Just stick by the phone. If it doesn't ring, you're clear. If it does, give the woman whatever she wants, within reason, okay?
I got my own work to do.
Thorne, I wouldn't ask this, but I'm running late.
Sounds like you've got some plans.
Yeah. I gotta be someplace.
Dinner with Caroline? Okay. Go on, have fun. Give your bride-to-be a kiss for me.
Oh, and can you take those fabrics back to production?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, one other thing.
Don't push it.
If you're not busy next Friday, I'm looking for a best man.
I've been waiting to do that for some time.
You're full of pleasant surprises tonight.
Kiss? What else?
This evening, I thought you had plans for your daughter.
Well, I did. But after our talk, Caroline left.
Did she tell you that we met today?
No.
Well, I'm supervising the dress that Eric designed for the wedding, and she came in for a fitting.
So, what do you think?
She's everything you said she was, Bill, and more. Much more.
I wish you could have heard her tonight talking about a wedding gown. And the plans, and the dreams, and her love for Ridge. Not to mention the entire Forrester family, who have been absolutely wonderful to her.
That can happen. You can get so consumed by all these lovely people that you can't separate the man from his family. You just don't see the man you want to spend the rest of your life with for what he is.
Margot, I told you that I had a long talk with Caroline tonight. And it was a good one, for the both of us. And we talked about the man that she's going to marry. And I know that you have alluded repeatedly to your personal experience with Ridge Forrester, whatever that is. The problems that you had with him. But you're not Caroline.
What are you saying?
I'm saying, from everything that Caroline has told me, I have found it more and more difficult to believe that this is the kind of man that you describe. And that she's going to get hurt by him.
Still drink martinis?
It hasn't been that long.
Too long.
You You look fantastic, Alex.
So do you, Rich. Why didn't you tell me you were ready for marriage?
Yes, red roses. No, I don't want pink carnations. Oh, white spray orchids will be absolutely beautiful. Well, of course, it'd be perfect because you're doing it. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.
You seem to have everything under control.
Oh, there's so much to be done.
Anything I can do?
No, thanks. How's the wedding gown coming?
Very well. Caroline was in for another fitting today.
She must be thrilled.
Yeah, she is.
I remember how excited I was.
Caroline selected one of her bridesmaids today. You'll never guess who.
Who?
Kristen.
Kristen.
She called her in New York.
So did I. What exactly did she say to Kristen?
Well, that she wanted it to be family and having no sisters of her own.
And there wasn't any coaching on your part, naturally.
No, Stephanie. It was all Caroline. I didn't say a word. You're not pleased. Our oldest daughter, and she's coming home after more than a year.
It isn't as though we haven't seen her. We have both been to New York this past year.
But she's coming home, Stephanie. Can't you show any emotions? Don't you feel anything? Aren't you the least bit excited?
Eric, Kristen and I do not get along. We haven't, and you know that.
And who do you blame for that?
Who do you blame for that?
We both know she could never please you.
And she could never do any wrong in Daddy's eyes. So naturally, I had to do all the disciplining.
Stephanie, darling. While she's here, please, let's have no conflict between the two of you.
You tell that to Kristen.
Stephanie, there's going to be a marriage here. Our oldest son in this home. Let's make it a time that our family will never forget. A new beginning for Ridge and for Caroline. And maybe a new beginning for you and me, too.
If only that were really possible.
Anything's possible. It's in our hands. Yours and mine.
Hi. Thorne.
Caroline.
It's so nice to see you. So where is he?
Who?
Who? Who else? My husband-to-be. After everything I've told you about Rich Forrester, you're now ready to condone this marriage.
Margot, what have you ever told me about him? Really?
Enough, I hope, to persuade you.
But that you distrust him? That you have contempt for him? It was obviously a bad experience. But you have never once told me about your relationship, whatever it was, and how involved you were.
Phil, for the last time, my every conviction is that this marriage is a mistake.
Well, Caroline tells me differently. Look, my daughter is not a naive child. She's a very bright young woman and has very strong feelings and convictions and her own perceptions.
She's in love. That tends to blur your vision.
Is that what happened to you? You loved him, didn't you? And for some reason, the two of you put an end to the relationship. He blamed you, and probably you blamed him. What was it? Was it him? Or could it possibly have been you? And as for your relationship, and the ones that he may have had, I can't hold the man accountable for the kind of life he lived before he met Caroline. It is possible that he has changed. Isn't it possible?
Bill, what can I say? I just hope to God your daughter's never hurt by Rich.
I am not going to allow myself to be filled with a lot of doubt and suspicion about this marriage. Now, I called the private investigator and I left a message on his machine. And I told him that his services were no longer required.
Seriously, Ridge, you've known where I've been in Paris. Why didn't you tell me?
What would you have done? Alex, you and I go way back. But marriage?
Oh, is she better than I?
Better how?
Oh, you know what I mean.
Would you believe I can't answer that?
You're not saying...
That I haven't slept with her. Caroline and I have never made love. She drives a hard bargain.
And that's why you're marrying her, to find out?
Or maybe because I know how much her old man doesn't want me to marry her.
Oh, is she worth it?
Let's say he is.
Reached Weston Investigations.
Yeah, it's JJ. Got some info on the Walters case. You know where to reach me. Mr. Weston, this is Bill Spencer. I'm calling to have you stop your investigation of Rich Forrester. I've changed my mind. I was wrong about the man. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Caroline, but Ridge isn't here.
Darn.
Are you sure you weren't supposed to meet him somewhere?
No, he'd asked me out to dinner, but I'd already made plans with my father.
And he knew that?
Oh, yeah. Well, things ended early at home, and Dad and I had the most wonderful talk. Anyway, I thought maybe I could still catch him here. He said he was working late. How long ago did he leave?
A half hour, maybe more.
Well, where did he go?
Well, I'm not really sure.
He didn't give you any hint at all?
No, I'm really sorry.
How about home? Could he have gone there?
No, I'm all but certain he's not there.
Gosh.
He told you he was working late?
Yeah. Well, you know, he must be with a client. You're working pretty late, too.
Yeah, something came up. Look, if I could take you out, if you're hungry or something.
No, thank you. I'm fine. You know, though, what you could do for me?
Anything.
Margot's office. Do you think it would be all right if I went in there? I would love to see my wedding dress again.
Sure.
Thank you. Will you still be here when I leave?
I'll make it a point to be. All right, where are you, Ridge? If you're not out with your fiancé, who the hell are you out with?
Alex, I love Caroline as much as I've loved any other woman in my life.
And we both know how much that is.
Why are you doing this? Why did you come here?
I just wanted to see a Ridge Forrester who was ready for marriage. For the life of me, I couldn't imagine it.
And have you seen what you came here to see?
A tame stallion you will never be.
What makes you so sure?
Ridge, this is Alex. The same Alex you turned Paris upside down with. At least I haven't forgotten.
Who could? We were living a dream.
Is that what's happening to you now?
Alex, what are you trying to do to me?
I just want what's best for you.
In this marriage, you obviously don't think it is. Look, no more heckling about my marriage.
I'm through. Besides, I didn't come here to heckle you. I came to have fun, reminisce.
Well, where do we begin? Our affair in Paris.
Talk about hopeless romantics.
Me?
The places you took me, the places we made love.
I remember.
It's very sad.
What is?
To think we'll never share moments like those again. Isn't it? Isn't it, Rich?
I can't believe this is happening to me.
Do you, Caroline Spencer, take this man, Ridge Forrester, to be your lawful wedded husband, to have and to hold, till death do you part?
I do.
Do you, Ridge Forrester, take this woman, Caroline Spencer, to be your lawful wedded wife, to have and to hold, till death do you part?
I do.
I now pronounce that you are husband and wife.